We make the strings.
All right, guys, same video, third time. Same shots. Third time's the charm. It's like you guys are all having deja vu all over again.
Alright guys, so we are back up here at PFI Speed. I think, Brent, you think third time's the charm?
Third time's always the charm.
So last time we were up here, we actually had really good luck. The only issue that we really ran into was controlling the boost. It just kept wanting to run away. So if you guys seen in my last video, I went ahead and welded the wastegate actually to the turbine housing. Been running this thing on gate, and it's been holding 12 pounds solid all the way to redline, which is set a little bit low. So I think we're gonna do a kind of baseline pull where it is. I think the rev limit's set around 8,000, and then after that we'll bump it up to 85, make sure that it's still controlling the boost, and then we'll go ahead and actually plumb in the boost controller, get all that hooked up, and hopefully kind of crank it up. So the other thing I did is make this different intercooler pipe, make that a little bit better, so it's not just a 2.5 to 2 inch to 2.5 to 3 to 3 type of thing. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of see what it actually makes. It feels like it rips on the street at 12 pounds.
It sounds like it rips.
And I don't think we even have any timing in it. There's like no timing in it at that 12. So
we were just trying to make sure everything was all right. You know?
Yeah, kind of make sure it was safe if it
So
ran
hopefully
away.
this is our session now.
Today's the day, and we got AC in here today too, newly installed.
Honestly, it's so much better already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it feels.
Open the door within like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
No ice cream. Fill it.
Man, that gave it a power band. 460 on gauge. Look at that power band. 450. Alright guys, so this pull, all Brent's doing is just raising the rev limiter from 7,900 to 85. So we're gonna make sure it doesn't boost creep. Spiking up from here to there, so I'm good. Alright guys, so the gasket blew out. My fault, or Trevor's fault. Whose fault is that? I think it might have been my fault. The adapter blade bolts went up all the way times some copper RTV on there.
You know whose fault it is? Look who Cletus is pointing at. He's pointing at you. It's your fault.
$453. Right, that was a red one? 453. Yeah.
There's the red one, yeah.
So, carry
So now we can start playing with timing, because that's like 13.5 degrees on top.
I'm getting there. It's a boost cut though, but
Taking that sauce.
coming in. She's coming.
Yeah.
Alright, Trev, what's really going on here?
Alright, so playing with the boost control, I think it hit the boost cut, but we're gapping the plugs down a little bit more. They're at 17 thousandths right now. We're gonna go to like 12. I think that should hold. That's like 24 pounds of boost, so we need them gapped nice and tight.
36. That's what boost control hits, boost cut.
Go.
She's ready. She's coming up. 473. She's coming up hard though. Oh, good thing. I'll figure out this boost cut. Bolt fell out. Hey. Bolt fell out. Hey. 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 So I went ahead and went to a 3-port. Let's see if we can get a little more precise. So, ready?
Yeah,
work?
so the 4-port was being finicky. And basically we changed it 1% duty cycle and it would either wastegate or boost spike. So playing with the 3-port now.
Hey, so you just gotta keep it simple. Right? Just gotta keep it simple.
Was that at 30? So we actually ended up swapping to a 3-port boost controller. It has a little bit more of a bleed off to it, whereas the 4-port just kind of forces the top of the gate down. So kind of playing with that. We had a little bit of success with it, kind of playing with frequencies and duty cycle on it. You can see right here, it did make 545, and he was saying that was about 6.5 degrees of timing. It started kind of pulling a little bit of timing up top. And that was about 25 pounds of boost. So kind of dialing it back a little bit, kind of trying to control it a little bit, add a little bit more timing so we don't have to be as high on the boost. So he's kind of playing with that, messing with some settings. But yeah, being super, super solid. I mean, this engine's been through, I think we started at like 15 pulls or something on this thing. Total, and we're like, maybe we're at 37, but maybe we're at 54. Maybe we're at 54 pulls on this engine. So it's definitely liking the boost. Just still kind of trying to figure out to get it 100% dialed in. But she sounded amazing. I think the gate on the actual turbine housing was the way to go.
I left my Hertz at 50. I left my duty cycle at 36.
Yeah.
I fixed just the ignition trims. That's it.
Okay. So it didn't pull timing. So that's because it was what was the timing?
Like 9 or 10 degrees out of it.
Yeah, it was going down to 7 degrees.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. So look like it killed the boost, but it just killed the power.
Yeah.
Well, it had the same boost.
Same amount of boost, yeah. So how many degrees was that? Probably like...
So this is 20 pounds of boost, 16 degrees of timing.
That's better than 20.
Which is normal.
Yeah.
I think that's
Almost 600.
More rev limiter would have done it.
Oh, more rev limiter?
I only revved 8.
Damn.
If I go 86, it's gonna go to the same setting.
That's crazy.
She knows what's in for her.
All right. I placed my
Ready?
order. I placed the order. Let's see.
This is it, man.
We gotta do it.
That's it.
Reno now.
That's it. Damn. That's crazy.
I bet you're excited.
That's tight.
Perfect.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Holy crap. Kyle, what do you think?
It's more red.
Lambo killer?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Sure.
I mean, any stock Lambo for sure. Like
Stock Lambo's dead.
like I kind of want to go after like a turbo one, but that's gonna have to be a 2-wheel drive one. That's out.
Find like a Aventador or something.
Yeah, something cool. That's crazy. How much boost was that?
42 pounds.
261 at the very tip.
And the cut set at
280. 22 pounds.
22.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
That freaking
I said 22.
that Garrett though. Look at that thing. Just giving her the scent. That's
Around 406.
so the torque got noisy.
Yeah, up here you can see it just got noisy.
Yeah.
But here it was real consistent, so like 406.
406 torque.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're like 406 on torque.
Finally got a handle on the
That's some torque.
406.
406.
That's a lot of torque. That's crazy.
It should feel a little different.
Yeah, if you do just the ignition only, it'll do the crazy shit.
Ignition only?
Ignition only will be the pops and the bangs, and then the other one will be the soft. Holy crap! Oh, you like feel that, like in your chest. Guys, so the Civic survived the dyno. Brent, what do you think?
It's awesome.
Are you
amazing.
Are you ECU Master fan now?
Yeah, I am.
So
I'm a super big fan.
yeah, I mean, I think it's
Looks
like
good.
the first day, if we would have had the boost control, like actually where the boost controller is
Yeah.
hooked up right,
Yeah, we'd have been done.
and like it wasn't boost creeping. So the last dyno session was a success. It was just boost creeping.
The
and then-
30 pulls we made was to get a handle on boost.
Yeah.
30.
Or
It
well, the
was 40
30 of the 40 some pulls were to get a hold of the
Yeah.
boost. Yeah. So.
I mean, the tune and everything was almost like pretty solid right
Yeah.
away.
Oh, yeah,
It was
it's
mostly
good.
just like, all right, let's see what this stupid
Yep.
boost controller is doing.
Yep.
And so finally got it kind of dialed in with the 3-port, and obviously that thing on the gate.
And we had the timing killed because it was over boosting all the time. So we were trying to do whatever it took to make it safe.
Mm-hmm.
So we were basically blowing the boost out before we lit it. So once we get all in, put
Yeah.
some timing in it, she just picked right up.
She's freaking singing. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
awesome.
definitely. I mean, it's just crazy. I think it's gonna kill some Lamborghinis now. We just gotta find them now. We just gotta
Time
find
to
them.
hunt some Lambos.
We need to go out. We need to go out hunting. So
I know of a twin turboed R8. I don't know if it counts as a Lambo,
we
but
could
it's
try.
Lambo engine.
We could
with
try
turbos.
that. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm down to give something like that a try. But yeah, again, Brent, I really appreciate this.
Yeah, I
and,
appreciate it.
you.
It's
I mean,
awesome.
you've been fighting this thing. Like you look
Yeah, I
like
wanted to
you're-
learn
You're
until
like you're like a kangaroo, and this is like another kangaroo.
Yeah.
And you guys both have your boxing
Dude,
gloves
yeah,
on, like
yeah.
trying to figure this thing out. But got it all figured out. Messed with the startup a lot, and now it actually starts without whacking the throttle.
This
And
engine is just awesome.
freaking spring chicken.
Yeah, it's a spring
chicken. So, so obviously Brent is gonna have a video of this whole process too, kind of going over like his side of things in the car,
it.
and
awesome.
talking about the boost control a little bit more, and kind of the
Yeah.
strategies that we use to kind of figure
worked
that
it all
out.
Yep.
But yeah, be sure to go check out their channel.
Yep.
They upload videos here almost every day, every other day at least,
Yep.
like doing Honda stuff. And again, I really appreciate him taking the time out of you guys' schedule to kind of
and it's always fun seeing you guys.
fight this thing. Yeah,
It's awesome.
I was telling Brent when we got up here, I feel like this is home now. Like
I
we
know.
just show up over
I
here
love
and
it.
it's like we went to the Del Taco. The ladies were like, they recognized us
Yeah.
from the last time.
Like Trevor!
Yeah. So,
It's great.
but right on. Well, I guess we're gonna get her loaded up. I think Kyle's gonna
Very
put
cool.
his Civic on there
Yeah.
and see what that thing does.
I'm always pumped.
Maybe Kyle, are we gonna have to go race?
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't have any slicks though.
Right over there.
Mexico's
I
right
think
down
you
the
guys are so
street.
close to Mexico.
You guys got any extra slicks?
Or you just put the dry shaft on it. You should have brought it.
I should have brought
Then
it.
it would have made it fair.
That would have
Yeah.
And
been.
you could just.
Or you just both
spin
roll
all
on.
four.
Well,
your
come down to the track tomorrow night.
That's far. My car ain't ready for that.
Yeah.
You can get like
Grenade
40
my
passes
tranny,
in.
open diff.
Yeah. Well, ECU Master plug and play adapters coming soon. I think I got Zach pretty pumped on these things too. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna head home and slap the drive shaft in this thing and see what it does. Who would win? Who would win?
Think Kyle Pueblo tomorrow?
All right, Kyle's car, the one that inspired me to get back into Hondas. How many?
Sure.
How many is it gonna make?
Hoping for at least 650. Leave it there.
615.
617.
615. Hey Brent, 615.
615.
615. Go. That's the order.
Oh, you want 615?
Brent's on my side, 700.
Got it. I thought that's what your bet. That's what he's betting.
Yeah, whose side are you on?
I don't think so.
I mean, he has a Boosted Boy shirt and he's got a emotional hat.
Yeah, you got both of our merch on, so.
I know, but I really love the hatch. I forgot how stiff this clutch is. I got it. I was like, oh man.
These things H series are just nuts. Like how much power they make for how little boost. It's crazy. We'll see.
That's pointless.
Spin City.
I mean, it is wet,
It's wet.
but
And there's no heat in the tires at all.
man, I wish it was dry to like feel it spin, like but it's dry, like so it's like kind of pulling too. But I don't even think the highway would be dry in Mexico. Ready?
All right, guys, so that is gonna be it for this little video. It is raining outside, so it is a little bit wet, so I guess it is kind of an unfair comparison for the front wheel drive version of this thing. So we'll probably come back over here tomorrow and maybe take it out when it's a little bit drier. We still have Colton's car on the lift, so we can't weld in the all-wheel drive stuff tonight anyhow. But I'm super appreciative towards Brent at PFI for fighting this thing for me, and kind of just not being willing to give up on the ECU Master. I know a lot of guys, everybody in the comment section was like, K-Pro, K-Pro, K-Pro. You know, just put a K-Pro in there, you're stupid for doing the ECU Master. But Brent, honestly, after he messed with it, you know, the program a lot, he actually got really comfortable with it, and it seems like he really likes it. So he's really confident in this whole setup, and honestly, he wanted to push it a little bit further. He said that they've pushed one to 700, a little over 700 before, and it lasted like 2 years. I don't know, the all-wheel drive does have a lot more strain on it, but we will be back here tomorrow and go ahead and actually hook up the drive shaft and stuff in it. Basically, the only thing we have left to do with that is weld these brackets. The drive shaft is already shortened. Just weld these brackets up into the thing and just put the bolts in it, and this thing's gonna be an all-wheel drive monster. Friday night drags are tomorrow night, so we could actually take this thing to the drag strip, see how it does all-wheel drive on the street tires, see how it does all-wheel drive on the slicks in the front with the stock tires in the back. Since it does have the viscous, it should be okay. And then the other thing I really want to do is actually do the slicks just front wheel drive and see what it does, like 60-foot times, trap speed, and then actually, you know, bring the drive shaft to the track, obviously, and then hook up the drive shaft and see what we could get like the 60 foots down to, see if it affects the back half of it, whether it slows it down in the back half, which I'm assuming it will. So I think with all-wheel drive, it'll speed up the front half, but slow down the back, and kind of vice versa the other way. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I really, really appreciate you guys watching, and 616 horsepower, that's a lot, and 406 torque from this 217,000 mile K20A2, 100% stock. Again,
200,000 miles.
200,000 miles. Again, huge shout out Turbo by Garrett, or Garrett Motion GTX 3582R, DeechWorks 2200cc injectors, full fuel system, basically from the fuel cell to the rail and back. Yeah, DeechWorks has been amazing. All the nice little K-tune parts and shifters, and then we also have one of the most important pieces of this whole thing, which is the ECU Master, which is kind of tuning all this thing, as well as Brent for tuning it, and the Hub City Performance Kit. But we'll get in that tomorrow. See you guys later. And one of the other really interesting things is we don't even have the second fuel pump hooked up or staged in any way. All we have is the single DeechWorks 350 IL in line, and one pump with the stock wiring to it. So not even like direct to the battery or relay or anything like that. It's literally the stock wiring, which is probably giving it like 12 volts. And it supported, never had a fuel issue. I don't think we've ever seen like a fuel pressure dip or anything like that in the logs. And yeah, that DeechWorks 350 IL, that thing's a beast. So one pump supported 619 on pump E80. Basically it's E85, but it's E80 is what it's actually testing at. And yeah, 22 pounds of boost. Jeez, freaking ripping. So we'll see how this thing does on the street tomorrow with some all-wheel drive stuff.